So recently, there's been a lot of talk about remake and remaster of the old God of War series, particularly God of War 1 and 2. And I've been following this conversation on Twitter for quite some time now, and I kind of want to offer my own thoughts into it. So let's start off, where does this discussion came from? I believe it's already been discussed for a very long time already, but it only gained back traction after they released the DLC. And a lot of people are talking that, oh, okay, maybe this is the cue for Santa Monica to remake the God of War 1 and 2 series. And to me, in my opinion, I don't think they should do that. Now, let me explain why, okay? If you have never played God of War 1 and 2, you probably don't know what I'm talking about here. First off, if they do decide to remake the God of War Greek mythology series, they're gonna have to tone down a lot of stuff. Because the old God of War series, the Greek mythology series, those games are brutal, and not only that, it's also full of nudity and sex. So if they decide to remake the game, they're gonna have to cut out the boat scene in God of War 2, the journey to the sands in God of War 1, where Kratos was having sex with girls in the boat, or the scene with Aphrodite in God of War 3. They have to cut out those stuff if they do decide to remake those games. Man, there's a lot of things that they need to remove it. And if they do decide to remake the game, it just won't be the same. Another thing that I really don't want them to do if they do decide to remake is that combat will heavily follow the latest God of War. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but for me alone, I really don't like the 2018 combat system. And I thought they would improve it when Ragnarok came out, but nope, it's still the same combat. It's still the same one from 2018. They didn't even try to improve it, other than adding few neat stuff here and there. Understand that the old God of War Greek mythology series, those combats are fast, like literally fast. You could be surrounded by a dozen enemy, and then you just have to press L1 and square, and Kratos will do a spinning attack, and when it hit the enemy, it just felt so satisfying to hear it. Now in 2018 God of War, you still have the same moveset from the God of War Greek mythology series, but when I use it on enemy, it just didn't feel satisfying. And let's not stop there with the blades only. I'm talking about the overall combat, the axe, the spear, the blade. Everything just felt so underwhelming. It just doesn't feel so powerful. When Kratos swing his sword, it just doesn't feel that powerful unlike before. Maybe you could argue that, oh, he's gotten old. Really? So yeah, if they do decide to remake the game, combat will definitely follow 2018 or God of War Ragnarok, whichever the two that they decide to base it off on. Now those are the things that are bad. What are the things that are good gonna come out if they decide to remake the game? Well, I can tell you something, buddy. The graphic. People love beautiful game now, and story as well. They 100% will definitely make the story a bit more like, I don't know, like the modern God of War game, where it's full of story with heavy music. The God of War Greek series, okay, I love the game. The story itself, it grew on me, but I don't feel attached to it. Whereas in this newer God of War, we got a lot of people who never played the older games were like, oh my god, this is like the saddest game ever. I'm crying. Like, what? What the heck? Why are you crying? So yeah, if they do decide to remake the game, story will definitely go into that direction where they're gonna make it more emotional. Gonna have to get the feelings out of people. Bitch, no. I play a God of War game, and if they decide to remake God of War 1 and 2, I just want to see Kratos swing blade at enemy, rip them apart, and just be angry all the time. I just want them. Now, the best solution for all of this, the best solution for Santa Monica would be they would need to just update the graphic to possibly 4K resolution, update all 6 games and release them into one single physical disc or deluxe edition or something like that. I mean, they did that with the Metal Gear collection, right? Konami did that with the Metal Gear collection. So why can't they do that with the God of War series? Like, imagine you got a disc with all 6 games packed into one. That would be a dream come true. I mean, they did that with the Vita. Why can't they do that with the PS5, right? Updated graphic in just one disc that would be a heaven sent. And I think that will be enough for me. So yeah, I just want to end the video here. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.